Welcome in, welcome in. This is TikTok Room with Sakura. Oh, sorry. How are you? Trend this name. Hi, Camby. How are you? It's AWS Day. Has to go. Has the R&B jacket. Welcome in, welcome in. Cloud Strife. Welcome in. Welcome in. Cedric, how are you? We're just waiting for a few more people to join in while I share the live. But welcome in, welcome in. If you're not following, follow. Cedric says B. Straight to the point. Cedric. Do you have your certification on this, Cedric, or you plan on taking it? Da, da, da. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, are you? Awesome, awesome, awesome. How's the studying going? Have you started studying? All right. So, shall we start?
Yes.
All right. A company has deployed application on the Amazon EC2 instance. The company needs to assess application vulnerabilities and must identify infrastructure deployments that do not meet best practice. Which AWS service can the company use to meet these requirements? Oh, Cedric. Can't guarantee a job,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But we could help with if you're planning on taking a certification. Where are you? And hopefully you have some experience. Have you been applying? How's it looking for you? Welcome in, though. Okay, what's the answer?
So the answer would be B, Amazon Inspector, right?
Oh, so you were right, Cedric.
So yeah, the question is saying that the company has deployed application on Amazon EC2 instance, right, which is a virtual machine or VM. The company needs to access application vulnerability and must identify infrastructure deployments that do not meet best practices. So one of the keywords, and most of the questions related to the cloud practitioner, which is beginner level certification.
Hi,
right?
John.
It deals with all about knowing the services and what the services is for,
Okay.
right? And a few features about those services,
Okay.
right? So with Amazon Inspector, right? It's usually for assessing vulnerabilities in a system, right? So anytime you hear Amazon Inspector, always, or when you hear vulnerabilities, always remember Amazon Inspector.
Inspector.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's similar to. Yeah, I'm correct. So similar to you, if you have an issue with your vehicle, right? You go to mechanic, right? So the mechanic would analyze and inspect to see where the issue is coming from, right? So finding the issue or finding a vulnerability in it.
Welcome in, PDF Wonder. John says guard duty. Why is it not guard duty?
Yeah, so guard duty service is threat detection. So it
Okay.
detects threats, right? So
Got it.
it monitors for malicious activities using logs, right? So CloudTrail, VPC logs, DNS logs to find threats in the system.
Got
Right,
it.
so
Got it.
that wouldn't be it. And then C is AWS config, right? AWS config is used to track configuration or resources changes, and it has ability to revert back those changes.
Revert
Right.
it back.
Yeah, so that is AWS config. So let's say you have a VM or virtual machine or EC2 instance created, and you've enabled SSH, right? If you configure AWS config and someone else comes and then make modification to or disable or remove the port 22 or SSH service that you enabled, AWS config has the ability to detect that and also revert it back to the previous configuration state.
Got it. That's a lot.
And then the AWS Trusted Advisor just gives recommendation, right? So it gives recommendation on the cost, right? It also gives recommendation on performance,
Okay.
recommendation on security as well.
Okay.
Right? So in this case, the best services is the Amazon Inspector, which is
So the answer was B.
for vulnerability.
If you're just coming in, welcome in, welcome in. So this is Tech Talk with Women's Talk, right? Every day of the week is a different certification curated for people breaking newly into IT. Or if you're already in IT and plan on getting a certification, every day of the week is a different certification. So Saturday is AWS Cloud Practitioner, Sunday is going to be AZ 900, and the Monday is going to be A+. Tuesday's Network Plus, Wednesday's Linux Plus, Thursday is Security Plus, and then Friday again is Cloud Plus, and then Saturday so on and so forth. Raymond goes domain by domain to answer the questions. Again, keep in mind this is beginner friendly. I know that some of you are going to be experienced in here, so do share your knowledge, and then give the people trying to learn some time to learn as well. Okay, this is Raymond. Jennifer. Raymond has all his AWS certifications, hence why he has the golden jacket on today, and his CISSP as well. So anyway, if you're not following, follow, and yeah, join in. Okay, don't hesitate to ask your questions. The people in the chat are highly intelligent people. They will answer your chat. They get a little impatient though here and there, but don't mind them. Okay, they will answer the questions if Raymond doesn't get to it. So welcome in and make sure you hit the follow. All right, a company wants to run a NoSQL database on Amazon EC2 instance. Which task is the responsibility of AWS in this scenario? Okay, so we have B and C.
B and C, okay.
John said B. Man like Ellie says C. Anyone takers? C. Oh, okay. Okay. John is saying C. No. Okay. So I'm gonna go with C. Welcome in. Okay, C.
So yeah, the answer is C.
Okay.
Right. The answer is C. So the question is saying that a company want to run NoSQL. So in NoSQL it's a database, right? We have the SQL database and NoSQL, right? But either way, it's a database.
Okay.
Right? The database that they want to run would be on Amazon EC2 instance, which basically is what? It's a virtual machine.
Okay.
Right?
AWS. Oh, you do? Awesome. Okay. Man like Ellie says, where do you teach it? Are you like a professor or are you like a boot camp? Do share. He said AWS security of the cloud, user security in the cloud, and then I teach cloud.
There you go. Okay.
Awesome sauce.
Right. So yeah. So basically, the user wants to build a NoSQL database, right? However, they want to build it using a virtual machine.
Okay.
Right. There are other options there for the user, but they want to build it specifically on virtual machine, right? So they have to select which operating system that they want to use. They also are going to select which specific NoSQL database engine that they want to use, and also install any dependencies that is needed, all the way to making sure that the database is running. Right?
Okay. So narrow C, welcome in. Now you are taking your you're taking this specific one in the end of the March. This is what cloud
cloud practitioner.
Cloud practitioner. Is this the one you're taking? Oh, well, do participate. Okay, so essentially you gauge yourself. Awesome. Gauge yourself and see how well you're answering. Right. If you're answering with these, at least you can tell where you need to go back and study for it, and then where you need to pass. We know you're gonna pass, so hoping and waiting for you to come back and tell us when you pass. Okay. Cammy said this was B. Can you explain to Cammy why it's not B? Oh, and thank you, man like Ellie. If you're not following, follow, okay?
Okay, so yeah, so the answer is C, right? I think
you just say C.
Okay,
Yeah.
answer is C.
Cammy, I think may have went off.
All right, no problem. So now, B says that maintain high availability at the database level. So high availability, the whole point of high availability is if something happens to your database, right? It should still be available, right? So it shouldn't go down, or inaccessible for a longer period of time, right? So
Okay.
if it goes down a few minutes or seconds, it should be able to come back, right?
Okay.
Or it shouldn't even go down at all, right? So that is high availability. So in this case, since the company is building the database from scratch, right? So basically selecting an operating system all the way to developing it, it's the responsibility of the company to make sure that the database is high available or
Okay.
highly available,
Okay.
right? It's not AWS that will be responsible for that,
Okay.
right? So it says patch the physical infrastructure that hosts the EC2 instance, right? That is the responsibility
Hi, Sam.
of
Kofi,
AWS,
welcome.
right? So since you as the user don't have access to the physical infrastructure, right? AWS is the one that is responsible for that.
Okay. Cammy says Cammy got it.
Okay.
All right. Awesome sauce. Welcome in, welcome in. This is Tech Talk with Sakura. I do my preambles when he's going to the next question, so it's not awkward silence. But welcome in. This is Tech Talk with Sakura, aka the IT study room. Every day of the week is a different certifications curated for people breaking newly into IT, or if you're already in IT and plan on taking a certification, we ask that you stop on by, answer the questions, and see how well you're answering. Today is Saturday, so Saturday is AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday tomorrow is going to be AZ 900. Then Monday CompTIA A Plus, Tuesdays Network Plus, Wednesdays Linux Plus, Thursdays Security Plus, Fridays Cloud Plus, Saturday again is going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner. He answers the question domain by domain and then explains it. He over explains. Okay, so if you're experienced and he's over explaining, just follow along and then explain to the people that are newbies like me, because the people here range from people like me that don't really know much about these things. Don't know much about these things to people that do know a lot about a lot about this. So again, do participate, okay? And this is Raymond. He has over 30 plus certifications, including all his AWS, hence the shiny R&B jacket today. So welcome in. And if you're not following, follow. Full video will be posted on YouTube if you want to watch it over again. I don't know why, because it's a long one. I don't know why, but anyway, if you plan on doing it, welcome in. The answer is A. Okay. Man like Ellie says the answer is A. All right, so let me read the question. Which AWS service or feature allows a user to establish a dedicated network connection between a company's on-premise data center and AWS cloud? Any takers? Okay, now it says A. All right. Cammy? Oh, welcome in, Bray. You're a certified AWS Solution Architect Associate. Welcome. Are you planning on taking any other certification, AWS-wise or any other one? And if you're not following, follow. Okay, so we have 2A. Okay, A. Okay, I'm saying A too.
Yeah, so the answer is A,
Okay.
right? Yeah, the answer is A.
Thursday, Security Plus is on Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah, so some another answer option that would be confusing might be C, which is AWS or
VPN?
VPN.
Okay.
Right, it might be a little confusing, but
You sound tired. Are you tired?
no.
Oh, okay. You want some coffee?
Anyways,
Oh, go ahead.
so yeah, so the question is saying that which services allow a user to establish a dedicated connection, right? So connection straight from their data center all the way to AWS network.
Why did you say VPN was confusing?
Yeah, I'm gonna explain that in a few.
Okay. Because man like Eli was saying that it could be confusing, so I was trying to
Yeah,
understand.
it is.
It
Yeah.
seems pretty forward.
So yeah. But the dedicated connection, that connection doesn't really go directly from your data center to AWS. What AWS does is they partner with some of the internet service providers, right? So from your data center, right, you need internet connection, right? Or you need internet service. So your connection will be connected to, I don't know, Verizon or Frontier or whichever service provider that you have, right?
Okay.
And in that service provider's data center, there might be AWS system in the same building, right? So what your internet service provider will do is, or what AWS will do is, they will have a cable connection from your internet service provider to their rack, AWS's rack, right? So the services, or so when you're going to want to direct traffic to the AWS network, it goes to your data center, it goes to your internet service provider, and then there's that handoff, right? Okay. And then now it can go straight to AWS.
Okay. Not Flip, welcome in. Not Flip is saying the VPN is temporary.
Okay, good. That is another way of looking at it too. Good.
Are you gonna
but yeah,
me to the
so I mean, like every other VPN, right? So you have access to connect using VPN to AWS, right?
Okay.
But the VPN basically creates an encrypted connection over the public internet. So it's not a dedicated line to AWS, right? Okay. It goes to the public internet, right? So that is the differences here.
Okay.
VPC peering is basically connecting two different VPCs,
okay,
right, together, right? And then the Route 53 is the DNS services.
Is that the
which one?
I think somebody, don't correct me if I'm wrong. Is the Route 53 SSH?
No.
Oh, okay. I heard somebody say it.
No, yeah.
Okay.
53 is DNS.
DNS.
Yeah.
Okay.
22 is for SSH.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, and so
port
23 is for DNS, and that's why AWS named their service for Route 53. So you know that it's DNS.
Okay.
They are using the protocol name number, right?
Got it.
All right. So yeah, I hope that makes sense.
It does make sense. Welcome in. This is TikTok Woman Sakurai. Every day of the week is a different certification. If you're not following, follow. That's all. The whole point of me and this whole spiel is that, follow. But today is AWS Cloud Practitioner. Tomorrow is going to be AZ900. Monday is going to become Tier A+. Tuesday is Network Plus. Wednesday is Linux Plus. Thursday is Security Plus. Friday is Cloud Plus. Saturday again is AZ900. So again, if you're not following, follow. Don't hesitate to ask your questions. If you truly don't understand something, please do ask. Also, it's not all the time Raymond gets these things right. So in the event that something is wrong and you definitely know that it's wrong, please do say it, so that we can address it, so we're not giving the wrong information. And all I ask is that you're respectful in the chat. If not, I'll block you. That's just the only thing. But anyway, you're welcome in. If you're not following, follow. What is the purpose of having an internet gateway within a VPC? Okay, Narrow, you ready for this exam? Okay. All right, so BB. Welcome in, Code J. All right, B. I hope all of you guys are actually going to take it, because the way that you guys are answering the questions. All right. Looks like the B. Oh, okay. Dawn says A. Welcome, Dawn Numero. Okay. Ready when you are.
Okay.
Oh, there's also often sometimes there's show and tell. It's a lot of show and tells, especially for A+. What? A lot of show and tells.
Okay, let's do this. All right, so the answer would be B.
B.
Right?
Okay.
The answer would be B.
You have to explain to DJ J. Welcome in.
No problem.
You have to explain to the rest of us.
Okay.
He's bringing a screen to show and tell, so. Don, what I said? Are you sure, Hermano? Are you sure, man?
Sure.
I speak Spanish, Ray. Don número. Poki.
All right. So the answer is what? B.
Okay. Bye, Ellie. Thanks for joining in.
All right.
Do stop by, okay? Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Sorry.
All right. Answer is B, right?
Yes, the answer is B.
Says what is the purpose of having an internet gateway within a VPC, right? So VPC in the cloud, right? Basically isolate whatever resources that is in from external resources, right?
Okay.
So it's more like a network, right? So in order for you to build a virtual machine, right, you need to create a VPC, right, or connect that VM or virtual machine to a VPC, right? So anything within the VPC can be configured to communicate with each other. So yeah, it's like more of its own little network, right? so it doesn't even have access to internet, right? But if you create, or if you create internet gateway, what it does is it's allowing the VPC to have access to the internet. So without the internet gateway, your VPC wouldn't have access to the internet.
So you're saying because the internet gateway is horizontally scaled and highly available for a VPC.
Yeah, but the main purpose is what is to allow internet access. Right?
Okay. So so horizontally scaled. For the rest of us, what does that mean?
Meaning,
are you showing the screen?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
So there's two types of scaling, right? We have a vertical and we have the horizontal.
Okay.
Right. Let's use cashiers as an example, right?
Okay.
Or when you are checking out, right?
Okay.
So sometimes you realize that if you are checking out, you see that there's only one person checking customers out, right? Sometimes there might be two, right? Sometimes there might be 10, right? So that is horizontal scaling.
Okay.
Right? Vertical scaling is when you have one experienced cashier, right, with 50 years experience, right? So although
should be doing cashier for 50 years. I'm just saying.
although the cashier is very knowledgeable, right? He can help more clients in a way.
Oh, they can check out faster.
Exactly, right?
Okay.
However, if that client or if that cashier or employee is on lunch, right, there'll be a problem, right? So instead of hiring someone with 50 years experience and paying them, I don't know, 50,000, you can hire
a couple of the people.
10 entry level employees and pay them $10 each, right? So either way, it has redundancy, right? So if one of them call out, you still have the other employees, right? So that is vertical scaling.
Okay.
Right.
Got it. Hi, Red. Okay. Lil says the VPC access or its subnets. Not all subnets have access.
Yes,
to the
right.
I'm sorry. What's the IG?
Internet gateway. So public subnets will have access to the to the internet gateway. Private subnet don't have access. Yeah.
Okay, all right. And Narrow agrees that, yep, we have private or public subnets. Got it.
True.
All right, so the answer for this one was?
It was...
I think it was B.
Internet.
B, right?
Yeah, B.
Okay. And you explained why it wasn't A?
A.
Or your explanation covered why it wasn't A?
So it says...
Herman, are you there?
To create a VPN connection to the VPC. No. Internet gateway, that's not the purpose of that.
Okay.
Right? To allow access to the internet.
Got it. All right. Welcome in. This is Tech Talk Room, and Sakura every day of the week is a different certification curated for people breaking newly into IT, or if you're already in IT and plan on taking a certification, we do ask that you stop on by, gauge yourself, and see how well you're answering the questions. If you're answering the questions with ease, you know you're ready for the certification. However, if you're struggling a little bit, just some polishing is needed up before you go. Kweku Abreku, welcome. So a little polishing is needed before you go ahead and take the certification. So if you're planning on taking it, do answer, okay? Gauge yourself again. The people in the chat are well knowledgeable people, range from people like me, don't really have interest in this stuff, to people who have about 5, 10, 15, 25, 35 years experience in the chat. So really, truly, there's no such thing as a dumb question. Ask your question. If you don't ask the questions, I'll ask for you the dumb ones. If you feel like it's dumb, because it really isn't dumb. But anyway, so yeah, if this is Raymond, he has over 30 plus certifications, including all his AWS, hence the jacket today, and his CSSP and a few of the Conti up there, and all those up there, the ones up there. Yeah, so yeah, and then again, so tomorrow's going to be, hi Brenex, tomorrow's going to be AZ900. All right. A company is building an application that needs to deliver images and video globally with minimal latency. Which approach can the company use to accomplish this in a cost-efficient manner? Yep, it is. This and Linux. But, I prefer this over Linux. Okay? I don't know how people like Linux any other day. But anyway, if you're interested in Linux, we do that on Wednesdays, okay? 9 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. Any takers for this one? Dun-dun, doo-dun. B. Okay. Well, for somebody who finds this to be a headache, you answer with ease. Cammy. Linux is not awesome. But I'm not Linux shaming. I'm just saying. Okay, good night. Good luck on your exam, okay? We said, when is the month over? Oh, we still have like 2 weeks left. Welcome in, Henry. Okay, Henry says I'm going with the first option. Okay, so that's A. Okay. All right. What's the answer?
The answer would be A.
A. Okay.
So, yeah, it says a company is building an application that needs to deliver images and videos globally. That's a keyword, globally.
Okay.
With minimum latency. Which approach can the company use to accomplish this in a cost-effective manner? And this is another keyword, right? So cost-effective, global images and video as well can be keywords from this question, right? So it says deliver the content through Amazon CloudFront, right? Which essentially is what? CDN.
Okay. Is asking what's CloudFront. What's SWE? He said I'm
software engineer.
Oh, you're a software. That sounds very fancy. Talk about
yeah, right.
He said what's CloudFront, by the way.
I mean, yeah. He's a software engineer.
He or she.
Yeah, he or she. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you. It depends on the if you're dealing with deployment specifically, right?
Okay.
AWS is not just the only deployment or
got it.
Services out there, right?
Okay.
Or he'd probably be doing on-prem,
or she.
Or he or she be doing on-prem, right? So yeah.
All right.
So CloudFront is CDN.
The answer was A, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah. CloudFront is CDN, Content Delivery Network. Probably some people might not know what CDN. CDN is, right?
So what is CDN?
CDN is. Let me try to share my screen.
Because I feel like the person asks what is CloudFront and then you say what is
CDN.
CDN. We're like,
so remember, when it comes to cloud, right? It's basically the same thing that we have on premises. It's the same thing that is in the cloud, right? So storage, we can have storage, we can have virtual machine, right? So with virtual machine, Amazon calls them EC2 instance, right? So we have the generic name, which is virtual machine, but then AWS calls theirs EC2 instance.
Okay.
We have CDN, which is general name.
Which Brian just gave us the full name, which is Content Delivery Network. Thanks,
right?
Brian.
It's a generic name.
Okay.
However, AWS calls this CloudFront.
Oh, okay.
CDN in Azure, they call it Azure Front Door, right? Okay. So it's the generic. So now the whole point of this is to be able to map the generic names to cloud specific, right? In this specific certification, right? Okay. And then that's why I always say make sure you have those fundamentals before you move to the cloud, because they're going to assume that you know what CDN is and all that, right? Okay. So let me share my screen. CDN. Okay. Let's see how CDN works.
Welcome in. This is TikTok with Ms. Sakwe. Okay. Mikai says, do you reckon I'll be fairly easy to move from product security development embedded to CloudSec? Hi, Chocolate. It's AWS Day today, so the golden jacket is on. Makai, I'm going to have him answer your question in a few after you finish explaining this.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Un momento. Welcome in. This is Tech Talk Women Sakura. Every day of the week is a different certification curated for people breaking newly into IT, or if you're already in IT and plan on taking a certification, we do ask that you stop on by, answer the questions, see how well you are answering. If you're answering with ease, you know you're ready for the certification. If you're struggling a little polishing is needed before you go ahead and take the certification. This is Raymond. Jennifer Raymond has over 30 plus certification, including all his AWS certification, his CISSP, some CompTIA and stuff up there. So
What happened?
Somebody said, "Can you help me with my homework?"
I'm
Why are you here? If you need help with your homework, you better chat GPT it. But anyway, welcome. Yes, the answer was A. Oh, okay, AWS Wizard. Welcome in. You're welcome. All right. So right now you're explaining
CDN. Right?
CDN.
CDN.
Okay. Somebody asked somebody asked what a CloudFront is.
CloudFront.
And then
Yeah, CloudFront.
he said a CloudFront was a CDN, and then it's like, I don't know what a CDN is. So I'm assuming the person that asked knows what a CDN is, but I don't.
Probably not. You can't just assume.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna assume.
Yeah.
But anyway, so now we're going down the rabbit hole of CDNs.
Okay.
But the answer was definitely A. Right.
The answer is yes.
It was A. Okay. Yes. Content delivery network.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now,
is it visible enough?
yes, it is. So one thing, if you're new here, what the Raymond's always going to do is he's going to over-explain. So I know the experienced people in the chat. So please help the rest of us that don't know out. Okay. I'm trying to confirm. Oh, I'm trying to confirm. All right, Joe, we're going to get back to you after he finished this one. And because Makai is before you. And then he'll get to your question, okay?
All right. So with AWS, right, or with any cloud services, they have regions, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have regions, they have availability zones, and within the availability zone, you have data centers, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, if you create a service, right, most services will be within a region, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, they've created they want to deliver image and video globally, right? So now the image would be in let's say S3 bucket, right? And the S3 bucket will be in, let's say, US East, which is North Virginia, right? So the orange rectangle looking drawing or image as well is the original server, right? So this is the server in the, let's say, US East that the S3 that contains those images and files is on, right? So now anyone that is requesting that file or requesting the image and videos, what will happen is the traffic has to travel all the way to that specific data center, to the specific region and specific data center and a specific server, right? For them to have access. So if you are within US East, which is North Virginia area, right? You would realize that there's more of a faster delivery than someone who is all the way in Africa, right? They will have some sort of delay, right?
Okay.
So what CDN does is it caches your images and videos in edge locations.
L says, is it like cache?
It caches your the files and images and videos in edge locations, right? So edge locations are not really regions. They are locations that are placed strategically in different continents and different countries, right? So now once you set up CDN or CloudFront, right, in AWS language, what it does is it's going to distribute your content to all these edge locations, right? All these edge locations. So now if someone is in Africa and trying to access your image and file videos, instead of them traveling all the way to North Virginia, it will be served with a CDN server that is closer to Africa, right? So that is CDN.
Okay.
Right. So I hope that makes sense.
I think so.
Yeah. So that's the whole point of CDN.
Because the reason they said is a caching, so I figured they know where you're talking about. Because now I have to ask what caching is, but don't explain that to me. Well, I'll figure it out.
It saves a copy. That's it.
Oh, that's it.
That's it.
Oh,
it saves a copy.
Okay.
Right. And you can set the CDN or the CloudFront in such a way that periodically it's going to access the original server to make sure that it has the updated information.
Okay.
Right. So in case your logo changes, right, the edge service or the CDN service would have to come back to your original server to make sure that the information is up to date, right? So you can configure that as well.
Got it.
Okay.
Welcome in, welcome in. This is TikTok Women Sakwe. Every day of the week is a different certification. Are you going to explain more?
No, yeah, I'm gonna.
Oh, okay.
Let me hide this first.
All right. Every day of the week is a different certification curated for people breaking newly into IT, or if already in IT and plan on taking any certifications. We do ask that you stop on by and, answer the questions. If you find yourself answering the question with ease, you're gauging yourself answering the question with ease, you're ready for the certification if you plan on taking it. However, if you're struggling a little bit, just polish up before you go ahead and take the certification. This is Raymond. He has over 30 plus certification, including all his AWS certification and his CISSP. Hence why he's wearing the golden jacket for AWS today. Again, if you have any questions, there's no such thing as a dumb question. Do ask. The people in the chat, knowledgeable people, they range from people like me, really don't know much about this stuff, to people who have over 30 plus experience in the chat. So again, ask your questions. All I ask is that you're respectful. If you're not respectful, I will block you. And the full video, if you're planning on watching it, is going to be posted on YouTube. Okay. All right.
So I believe someone said the answer would be B. Right?
I didn't see that.
I think, yeah. So someone said B. So B says store the content on Amazon S3 and enable S3 cross-region replication. Right? That is an option. Right? However, implementing cross-region replication, basically, instead of just having the content in one region, let's say US East, right? You can have the same exact content in another region, right? So it will be, cross region, right? So you can have 2, you can have 3, you can have 10 regions. It's up to you, right? However, that is very, it will cost a lot because you have the same information in every region that you want your content to be in, right? However, if you implement cross region, right? First of all, it's expensive. And also you have to make sure that it's in mostly every continent, right? Which will cost very much than using CDN.
Okay.
Right?
So LLI had a question. Il says, how does it stay in sync with all servers? Can one be behind the other?
No, it doesn't. One is not behind the other. Oh, read the question one more time. How
does it stay in sync with all servers?
With all servers,
can one be behind the other? And then Brian answers. Brian says that a server can hold old data.
Yes.
Old data. You have to invalidate the CloudFront instance that flushes the cache.
And then bring new updates or bring latest files to the CDN or CDN service.
Thanks, Brian. All right. Somebody asked a question. I told him was good. Mecca, you still there? He says, is it fairly easy to move from product security development to CloudSec?
Let me see. To move from product security.
Yeah, product security development to CloudSec.
Oh, embedded. Okay, embedded system to cloud security.
I didn't realize that was an important part of the question. Anybody?
Yeah, I don't know what it entails with embedded systems, so I can make a good statement as to is it easy or not.
Okay.
Yeah. But if anyone is familiar with that, please, you can chip in.
All right. Welcome in. This is TikTok Women Sakwe. Every day of the week is a different certification curated for people breaking newly into IT. Or if you're already in IT and plan on taking a certification, we ask that you stop out by, see how well you're answering the questions. Today is Saturday, so Saturday is AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday is going to be AZ900. Monday is CompTIA A+. Tuesday is Network Plus. Wednesday is Linux Plus. Thursday Security Plus. Friday is Cloud Plus. All the pluses are here. So if you're planning on taking a certification, do answer the questions. And if you truly don't understand something, do ask the people in the chat, knowledgeable. They would definitely help out. And in the event that Raymond doesn't answer something properly, or you feel that the answer is otherwise than what he says, do debate. Is welcome. All I ask is that you're respectful. Other than that, I'll block you. But welcome in. If you're not following, follow. A network engineer needs to build a hybrid cloud architecture connection on-premises networks to the AWS cloud using AWS Direct Connect. The company has a few VPCs in a single AWS region and expects to increase the number of VPCs to hundreds over time. Which AWS service or features should the engineer use to simplify and scale this connectivity as the VPC increases in number? Oh, okay. Dwayne, you should have said it earlier. Why are you waiting for me? Dwayne.
Oh, okay.
Dwayne says he disagreed with the... You did? Oh, Joe, I'm sorry. Joe, I'm sorry. I definitely forgot your question. I'm so sorry. Okay. But I'm glad you figured it out, though. It's my network. Dwayne, are you being funny? I don't be getting the IT jokes. Only he does. But, okay. All right, so the answer is B. We have B. Red says B. Dwayne. Okay. So what's the answer for this one? We'll probably go back to the other one, though. But what's the answer for this one? Okay, we have B. I do think maybe Dwayne, the fact that you said this is my network, okay, I think I know where you're watching from now. Why did you disagree with the other one? Do tell. All right, what's the answer?
Yeah, so the answer would be B.
Chocolate. B, okay. B.
The answer would be B.
All right, cats. All right, B. You're gonna explain, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, this question, I mean, if you know the services, that should be it. However,
no, we don't know.
I would have added VPC peering as the answer option. I should have modified it.
Okay.
So yeah, VPC peering and transit gateway more or less perform similar tasks, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So the question is saying that the user, the company has a direct connect, right, to AWS, and at the same time.
Man like oh, I thought you left. Man like Ely says, welcome back. Then says VPC peering is what I was expecting.
Exactly, you're right. Yeah, that would have been a little confusing, right? So there's a direct connection, and I think the first question or second question was direct connect. Mm-hmm. So direct connect, basically having a direct connection from your data center all the way to AWS, mm-hmm. right? So now this company or this network engineer mm-hmm. has over
Hi B and Puff.
I think it says hundreds of VPCs, right? So different networks, right? Hundreds of different networks. At the same time, the network engineer wants the on-prem system to be able to communicate with every single VPC, right? Okay. So now the default way is to have connection to every single VPC, right? Mm-hmm. Over the 100 VPCs, right? Mm-hmm. Which will cost a lot and will be difficult to manage, right? Mm-hmm. So what Transit Gateway does is it serves as a centralized hub, right? Okay. So it will be a hub, and then all the 100 VPC will be connected to it, right? Okay. And then now you have just one connection from your on-premises to the Transit Gateway, mm-hmm. and then now you can have access to all the VPCs that are connected, right? Okay. So that will be what the Transit Gateway will be the answer, right? Okay. But another answer option should have been VPC peering.
Peering, okay. So right. Man like Ellie says, C has to do with domain naming, which is wrong.
Exactly.
D has to do with secret storage and rotation, which is wrong. So B is the answer.
Yeah, good.
Okay, welcome in. So the answer is B. All right, next question.
Yes.
Okay, so tomorrow's going to be easy and 100, okay? But today's AWS Cloud Practitioner, he goes domain by domain to explain the questions. So if you're planning on taking the certification, do ask your questions, okay? And if you disagree with something, do, voice out your disapproval or your disagreement.
Yeah. Oh, what happened to the...
I was waiting for... I was waiting for, but he or she said the network was bad, so I was waiting for him to clarify.
All right, so let's try the next question then.
So welcome in, okay? Welcome in. If you're not following, follow. Which AWS service or features improves network performance by sending traffic through AWS worldwide network infrastructure?
Which one do you think the answer is?
Okay, I'm not a part of this. Okay, all right, all right. I was just reading to read. Now I gotta. Okay. Brian says C. All because it says worldwide, and that's the only C is the only one that makes sense. No, Reddit saying maybe A, right? I was just like, yeah. Oh, what is a route table? Hi, Vivo. C is not the answer. C is the answer, not A. Man like Ely, okay. See, I was thinking, okay, C too. But here's the thing, though. For the rest of us that don't know this, man like Ely, I was thinking, if it's not... anyway, I was going to say it could have been B. Because it's talking about transit. Then again, if I don't know it. C made it too obvious, right? That's what I was thinking. So, it's either it's too obvious so you don't know if it's true or not.
Too good to be true.
Yeah. But anyway, what's the answer?
All right. So the answer would be C.
C? Okay.
Global Accelerator, right?
Okay.
We talked about Transit Gateway, right?
I mean, some people are new, though.
Okay.
Joining you.
Yeah. Transit Gateway just serves as well. As a centralized hub for you to be able to connect to other VPCs.
Okay.
And someone said route table,
yes.
right? So route table, it basically defines rule for routing traffic within a VPC, right?
Okay.
That is the keyword, right? Within a VPC. But this one is saying that worldwide, right? Worldwide.
The AWS people are here today. So, love everywhere. Every 111 says route tables connects VPCs to internet gateways. Okay. And then Brian also says the route tables would only help our network. It does not get to use AWS global network.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Right. So the answer is the
C.
Global Accelerator,
Okay.
right? So Global Accelerator uses AWS Global Network Infrastructure to route traffic from user to AWS network.
Okay.
Right? So that is the whole point of Global Accelerator, right?
Okay.
It uses AWS infrastructure backbone, so basically AWS system to route the information or data to the right region or location.
Okay, I actually understood that. Okay.
So so that is it.
All right. So somebody said C. So C. It was between A and C. Well, so C. All right. Welcome in. This is Tech Talk Women's Soccer. As it goes to the next question, I filled in with my preamble, so you're gonna hear it a lot. But I realize that some people told me out, so I'm gonna keep saying it to But anyway, welcome in. This is Tech Talk Women's Soccer. Every day of the week is a different certification created for people breaking newly into IT. Or if you're already in IT and you're planning on taking any other certification, we do ask that you stop on by, share your knowledge, and also answer the questions. If you're answering with ease, you know that you're ready for the certification. Gauge yourself, right? If you're struggling a little bit, some polishing is needed before you go ahead and take the certification. This is Raymond. That's all his certifications up there, including all his AWS certifications and his CISSP. Now, today, again, Saturday is AWS Cloud Practitioner. Sunday is going to be AZ 900. Monday is going to be CompTIA A Plus. Tuesday is Network Plus. Wednesday is going to be Linux Plus. Thursday is Security Plus. Friday is Cloud Plus. Saturday is going to be AWS Cloud Practitioner. If you're not following, please follow. And the full video is going to be on YouTube if you're planning on watching it over again. Okay. I don't know why, but if you plan on, it's going to be on there. All right, a company wants to block SQL injection attacks. Which AWS service or features should the company use to meet this requirement? I was going to say A. Only because that's only I heard you say it before. I don't know what it is. I heard you say it before, and I know you explained it. I don't remember, but I heard you say it. And the chat agrees. So A. Don't let them bully you. If you think it's not A, please do say something else if you don't know it, okay? All right, so A. All right, it looks like the A's have it.
Yeah, so the answer would be A, right?
A, okay.
WAF is Web Application Firewall.
Okay,
right?
man, like
there
that.
you go. So it's so what a Web Application Firewall does is it protects against web specific vulnerabilities, right? Usually the OWASP Top 10. So SQL injection, cross-site scripting, cross-site request forgery, right? Any web application related vulnerability, Web Application Firewall handles that, right? And did anyone mention anything else?
No, but can you? Okay, so like Ellie says, B has to do with VPC.
B has to do with VPC. There
I'm
you go.
curious what D is though.
Oh, certificate manager. So it's the services that stores what certificates. So meaning encryption, keys, and all that.
Yeah,
right?
you said this before. Okay.
So that is what
keys.
ACM.
Okay. Got it. SSL.
SSL.
That's for the D.
D, yeah.
Okay, storage keys. All right. Okay, AWS enthusiasts, welcome in. All right, next question, please.
Okay, let's do. I have the next question here.
All right. Welcome in. If you're not following, follow. Tomorrow's going to be AZ 900, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Raymond believes in multi-cloud, just in case one goes down. But anyway, so AZ 900. Stop on by 9 p.m. Eastern Time, okay? All right. So which option is a customer's responsibility under the AWS Shared Responsibility Model. Okay, B. Welcome in. Don't let them bully you if you don't think it's B. Or if you need an explanation why it's B. You know, Raymond likes to over-explain. So welcome in. B. Okay, B. All right. The B's have it. You guys are unanimous. You should ask something controversial. Okay, B.
Yeah, so
okay, we have 2 B's. Okay, all right.
All right, so yeah, the question is saying which option is a customer's.
Meta, are you following us? If you're following, I'll return to follow. Okay, all right.
So yeah, it says which option is a customer responsible under customer's responsibility under AWS shared responsibility model, right? So for those that don't know what shared responsibility model is, it's basically similar to renting an apartment, right? The landlord, right, is responsible for some sort of things that happens within around the building, right?
Okay.
So.
Okay, fine. The landlord's
So an example would be making sure let's use apartment complex as an example, right? Making sure that there is a security guard in the lobby, right? So that they can basically help with security, right?
Okay.
Of the apartment complex, right?
Okay.
However, you as the tenant, you're also responsible for making sure that your door is closed, right? You don't expect the landlord to always come and close your door for you, right? Okay. So that is the shared responsibility model. So if you are moving into cloud, there's the same concept, right? AWS is responsible for security of the cloud, and you as the end user or client or customer is responsible for security in the cloud, right? Most of the question would have said something along either infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, or software as a service, right? But this is just a generic shared responsibility model question, right? They didn't really tie it to a specific service, right?
Okay.
So the answer would be application data security, right? Okay. So you as the customer, right, you are bringing your data into the cloud, right? So security of the data is your responsibility, right? Okay. A says maintenance of underlying hardware, right? Remember, anything hardware, you don't have access to it, right? So there's no way you can maintain the hardware.
So anything hardware, because you don't have access to it, that access is given to AWS. So AWS's responsibility.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right.
So it's the landlord's responsibility. It's the landlord's responsibility.
In a way, if you want, yeah.
I was just trying to use the.
Yeah, if the front door is broken, right, it's the responsibility of the landlord to fix it.
You would
right?
hope so, but yeah.
Unless you are paying HOA.
Are you? Oh, you are. Oh, good. You are going to pass. Busy baby. Okay, somebody did say D though. Can you explain why it's like D?
So C is saying. So C also says what? physical, right? Physical security of the data center, right? So
Okay.
that wouldn't be the
Okay, wouldn't be it. Then, like Ely says, that AWS security of the cloud, user
yes,
security in the cloud.
Yep, that's it, right?
Okay.
Um,
I hope that
and then
confused me, but okay.
so, and then yeah, so it's similar to the apartment rental, right? The landlord is responsible for anything around
The premises.
the premises, so
Okay.
of the premises, and then you are responsible for
The
for
fee.
anything that is inside your apartment, right?
Got it.
So security of the cloud is AWS responsibility. Security in the cloud is your responsibility, right?
Got it.
So that is it. And then this is maintenance of VPC components, right? So basically the component that makes up the VPC, right? With VPC, you are not the one that created VPC, right? There's different components and configuration that AWS have to set up to build VPC, right?
Okay.
You didn't build the VPC yourself, so there's no way you can maintain the component that makes up the VPC, right?
Okay. Got it.
All right. So
Welcome in. If you're not following, follow. Tomorrow's going to be tomorrow's going to be AZ 900. So if you plan on taking any Azure certifications, the fundamental AZ 900 is tomorrow 9 p.m. Eastern time. Same concept would be, question answer plus over explanation, so it will stick in your head. So when you're planning on taking the certification, you know that I heard this from Raymond and all the people in the chat, and realize that this is the reason why the answer is what it is. Okay. So if you're not following, do follow. Monday is going to be CompTIA A plus, Tuesday is Network plus, Wednesday is Linux plus, Thursday Security plus, Friday Cloud plus, Saturday AWS Cloud Practitioner, so on and so forth. Okay. All right. Which option is an environmental? Which option is an environment that consists of one or more data centers? Oh, okay. Right, chocolate. I was about to say. I was like, wait, everybody's saying B.
I'm wrong.
It's okay, girl. It's okay. Now we're not gonna forget, right? So
Exactly.
I'm gonna be like, okay, chocolate said she was wrong for this one, so it's gonna be B. All right.
Private.
We're ready for you when you are.
Yeah, I'm coming.
I'm also curious. Okay, no problem. I'm curious what this AWS Outpost is. Sound like a bathroom. Okay.
All right, so this will be this is a good image. All right, which one else do we need? Okay, outpost. Outpost. Let's do outpost too.
Oh, there's some show and tell coming up. But if you're not following, follow. And the full video will be on YouTube. Same name, okay? If you're planning on watching it over again.
All right, so the answer clearly is is B. So yeah, let me share my screen here. I think you have the same thing here. I'll move this here for now. Okay.
It's a hybrid cloud service. Okay. The Outpost, right?
Outpost.
Okay. Hybrid cloud service.
Yeah, so so it says which option is an environment that consists of one or more data centers, right? And this is how AWS architecture is designed, right? And I think most cloud have the same architecture, right? So now, so the orange one is region, right? And then the blue is blue.
Yes, blue.
Yeah, blue is for availability zone, right? So remember, AWS have different regions, right? So this is North California, we have Oregon, right? So these are all regions, right? So within a region, we have what? Availability zones, right? So AZ1, AZ2, AZ3, right? So within each availability zone, there's what? There are multiple data centers here, right? So this availability zone here has what? 1, 2, 3 what? Data centers, right? So one or more what? Data center what? Makes up what? Availability zone.
One or more data centers mix up availability. Okay.
Availability zone, right?
Quick, we'll say welcome.
Right.
Okay.
So we have, we have region, right? So within that region, you would have multiple availability zones, and within that availability zone, though, it's a group of data centers,
Okay.
Right? Most of the time, some people confuse availability zones with what with data centers. So they'll say that availability zone is a data center. It's not.
Okay.
Right? It's a group of what data centers.
Got
right?
it.
So that is it. And let's talk about Outpost. So
Okay.
Outpost basically allows AWS to extend its AWS infrastructure to on-premises, right?
Okay.
So let's move to this right here.
Man like Ely says Outpost runs AWS services in your own building while
There you
you're
go.
still being connected to AWS.
So let's open this in a new. Hold on. It's a clear. Right. So this is the Outpost. Is it clear now?
I mean, it's clear, but that looks like, isn't that what it's like, the server rack thing?
Exactly.
Okay.
So that is it. That's Outpost.
So Outpost is a server rack.
That's it, right? But it belongs to what? AWS. So they bring it to your
Oh, this is what they put in the snowmobile. No?
No. No.
Okay.
But yeah, so they bring this to your data center. So now you can have physical connection to these servers that are in here, and then now you can now extend that AWS connection from your on-premises all the way to the cloud, right?
Got it.
So
Welcome
that
in,
is it.
Nickelodeon.
Right.
Are you actually Nickelodeon? I'm curious.
All right,
Okay.
so let's.
So the answer was, the question's not even up.
Yeah.
The answer was B.
Yeah, the answer was B.
Okay.
Right. So availability
Welcome in.
zones, one or more data centers.
Okay.
Right.
Welcome in. Welcome
Okay.
in.
We know what CloudFront is. CloudFront is
CDN.
CDN. There you go.
I remember that.
We know what VPC is. VPC is basically a network. It basically isolates your resources, right?
Okay.
All right, let's see. I think I might have
How many more questions?
one more
Okay.
question for
All
the
right.
day.
We'll try to be on for an hour, but not until we get to security or A plus when there's a lot of show and tells. But welcome in. Thanks for sharing the live. Oh, Zane. Yes, the answer was B, Zane. If you're not following, follow. Tomorrow's going to be EZ900, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're planning on taking that, do stop on by, answer the questions, see how well you're answering. If you're answering with ease, you know you're ready to go. If you're struggling a little bit, some polishing is needed before you go ahead and take the certification. Monday is going to be A plus. Tuesday is Network Plus. Wednesday is Linux Plus. Thursday Security Plus. Thursday Security. Friday Cloud Plus. Kin base. How many questions do you guys cover per? So there's there's not really a time limit nor a number of questions. You can stay on to as long as you want. But the deal that me and him made was that we're gonna be here for an hour because my attention span is for an hour. But so an hour is the time, but try to be on. So it really doesn't matter. Why? Did you have questions, or are you trying to see how long you should stay for? Is this the next question? No, right? You didn't put it up?
Yeah, next question is here.
That's the last question?
Yeah, last
This is
question.
the last question for the day.
So yeah, I mean, it depends.
On what?
No. Yeah, so it's a time limit,
Oh,
right?
okay,
So
okay.
sometimes probably like 5 questions for the hour, depending on how much we explain. Like, so it depends.
When we get to Linux, though, it's like 2 questions because it's so long. What does AWS offer free? Oh, like as in what? As in the services or as in education wise? Like if you're planning on taking a certification, do they offer something free? Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. Oh, no problem, Kim S. If you're not following, follow, okay? And if you're planning on taking a certification, do stop on by. My AP is still working. I know you guys were curious. Yeah.
Access point. Is it access point? My access point is still working. Did you ask any question?
I remember that what he's talking about. Probably last week or so, or probably yesterday. I forgot. Okay, all right. So, which AWS services or features give users the ability to create a network connection between 2 VPCs? Choose 2. Okay, let me see what them say. Okay, C, E, C, D, D, E. Ooh, what's gonna ASIN tokens? Okay, ASIN tokens. This is ASIN tokens. What is that? No, okay, not in tokens.
Sure.
Model Ryzen. Okay, C, E. Okay, D's wrong. Man, like Ely. Okay, TS. Okay, C, E, C. Okay, majority saying C, E. Okay, you made a mistake with D. Okay. Okay. You're saying. Okay. Got it. Okay, so you're saying C and E as well. Okay. Okay, but Chocolate said D and E. Okay, so for E is definitely right. So we're trying to figure out if it's between C and E. Okay, so what's the answer?
All right, so the answer would be C and E.
Okay.
All right. So the question is saying that which services basically are you going to use to create a network connection between VPCs?
Okay.
Right. It didn't say create connection between on-premises.
Hi, Vincent.
Right. It didn't say on-premises to AWS. Direct Connect, right, is a dedicated connection from on-premises to AWS or to a VPC, right? But VPC peering, I think we mentioned that before. VPC peering is basically creating a connection to other VPCs, right? So if you have 10 VPCs and you're using VPC peering, VPC peering is 1-to-1, right? So if you have 3 VPCs, right, and you want to use VPC peering, you have to make sure that VPC A is connected to VPC B, right? So they can communicate, right?
Okay.
And then now you have to make sure that VPC B is connected to VPC C, right? So that will allow connection from VPC B to C, right? However, there's no connection from VPC A to VPC C, right? I think it's called transitive. Right? So meaning
Hi, Brooklyn.
Although there's a connection from VPC A to VPC B, and then from VPC B to VPC C, VPC A cannot talk to VPC C, right? You can't have the connection, since you'll be under the impression that since you have A to B and there's B to C, A should automatically have what? Communication to C. No, that wouldn't work. You need a dedicated connection from A to C, right? So that is it, right? So that is VPC peering. However, the transit gateway, right, it's a centralized hub, right? So you have a hub that all the VPCs are connected to, right? So now if you have 100 VPCs, right, since they are all connected to the same transit gateway, they'll be able to communicate with each other. You don't need a dedicated one-to-one connection to all 100 VPCs. Right.
What he said. Chocolate, for now you don't know this subject, but you will, because he's going to keep explaining. Too Easy says AWS certifications are good for junior software engineers, ? Or is it better to wait until later to negotiate your salary at your job?
Okay. AWS, certificates, is it good for junior
software engineers?
Software engineers.
Where's men like Ely? He seems like he knows his stuff.
Software engineer. I mean, if you are working in an AWS environment, I would highly recommend, right? Your development is on AWS, then I'll recommend that. I don't think you need to wait, right?
But if it's not on AWS development,
then whichever platform that you are working on, if you are in Microsoft Azure, then go for Azure, right? Or if you are not even dealing with AWS, I don't think it would really help you.
Be beneficial.
Exactly, right? I don't think it will. I mean, it depends on company. I don't think it's going to give you, they're going to give you a raise, right? Because they don't really use on day-to-day basis. So
unless they're moving to
exactly, if they are moving, then
Okay. Brooklyn is saying VPC peering is only 2 VPCs communicating together. Transit is more than 2 VOCs.
I think is it VPCs?
Oh, VPCs. Okay. All right. VOC is another thing.
No, not that.
Okay, VPC. Okay, so you definitely meant VPC.
Yeah.
Okay.
So VPC is VPC peering is 1-to-1, right? Yeah. So if you have 10, VPCs, you have to make sure there's 1-to-1 connection to every single VPC, right? So the transit gateway helps, and it also helps in management as well. Okay. Right. If you want to perform any configuration changes, it's performing on the central hub, which is the transit gateway, right? Okay. So
Chocolate said if you could please explain D.
Oh, D is direct connect, right? So direct connect is basically having a dedicated connection from on premises to AWS, right? So dedicated fiber cable, right? It's not really in your premises in a sense, right? The it's not a tunnel. Tunnel is different. When you talk about tunnel we're talking about VPN, right? However, this it's a dedicated cable. Yeah, so it's not really a tunnel. It's a cable.
Cables. There was C and E, right?
Yes.
C and E.
C and E. Yes.
Okay, but
right.
were you explaining D though? Were you finished explaining?
Yeah. So yeah, D is for a dedicated physical cable from on premises to AWS, right?
I feel like that's so confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Physical cable from AWS all the way to.
From your on premises all the way to AWS. Yeah, AWS.
So if my on premise is not nowhere near the North Virginia place that you mentioned, how is it going to? If let's say if my thing is in New York, right, and the closest one is in Virginia, how are they getting it from on premise to Virginia?
Remember, when you talk about the internet is a mesh of networks, right? So AWS is part of the internet. They have connections, they have cables running all over the country, right?
That's what I'm saying. Do you dig under the office and put the wire?
Oh, good. Okay, so let's clarify
Thank
that, right? So it's not really a connection from your home or from your enterprise or on premises to AWS. What they do is they have connection with internet service providers, right? So either ways you have internet, right?
Okay.
So if it's Verizon, they have agreement with Verizon. They have a rack in Verizon for AWS.
Okay.
Right. So now if any of the AWS customers, AWS customers have they have requirements for direct connect. What they're going to do is they're going to connect a cable from the AWS rack to Verizon's rack, right? So now Verizon, they'll make configuration in such a way that any data that is for AWS will pass through that connection to AWS system, and then now fiber all the way to AWS. Yeah.
So is it a virtual connection?
No, it's a physical connection.
It's physical.
Yeah.
So this is confusing. So it's a physical connection. So for instance, if the internet for service provider for the company or on-premise company is Verizon,
Yes.
you're saying that Verizon now AWS has some kind of affiliation with Verizon.
Yes.
That they have. Verizon now has a server rack for AWS service. So now if I call you and say that, hey, I need if I'm calling Verizon, what am I saying? Am I calling Verizon?
You're not calling.
I'm not calling
You don't care about Verizon. You're talking to AWS.
So now AWS is not going to do the connection between Verizon and then say that, okay, this belongs to us. So connected to what you have for us over there. So now you're connected to Verizon and AWS.
Either way, so you're connected to Verizon regardless because they are the internet service provider. If you type www.facebook.com, it goes through Verizon before it gets to the internet.
Okay, so sorry to cut you off. So then that would mean that the structure that was in place on premise belongs to Verizon.
No, it doesn't have to be on. It wouldn't be on your premises.
But you said that the wire is physically on connection, no?
Connected from Verizon's and AWS end.
Ro John says that normally they would have agents who already have connections to AWS. You just partner with those agents to establish direct connection.
Yeah. So it can be Verizon, right? It can be any other partners, right?
Okay, and then Chocolate says that the second explanation was much better for my 5-year-old brain.
Okay.
And I got a 2-year-old brain. And then Brooklyn says that I thought it's a virtual connection because both racks are in different locations. The racks of Verizon and the racks of AWS, Brooklyn.
Yeah, can you explain that?
No, because
more?
this is quite a little. I'm glad Chocolate got it, but it's still quite a little thing for me to grasp. So Verizon, okay. Daily saying Verizon is the central office
you
for
go.
the area. Has a
Co-location. Yep.
Now you're confused. Oh,
Yeah.
co-location.
Yeah.
Okay,
You have a
co-location
cage.
cage
Yep.
that has an AWS rack in it.
There you go.
Okay, so then
Right.
that means again. So does that mean that we're connecting to Verizon and AWS?
Yes, but
Okay.
regardless, you have Verizon as your internet service provider,
Right.
right? So either ways, you are connected to Verizon.
Right.
Either ways.
So
right?
and because I'm connected to Verizon, I normally wouldn't care what the wiring of Verizon is anyway.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a dedicated line, but then it's not really like
Exactly, you know
straight to your on-prem, right? It goes
Okay.
to a colo and then, yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah.
Is this peering?
No, that is direct connect.
No.
We're
I
explaining
think
that-
he was trying to answer this question.
Yeah, the answer is peering C and then what? E, transit gateway.
Okay.
Those are the options that allows you to create a network connection between two VPCs.
Okay. Daily says that, and the DX connection is made to that rack, and then out of the and then out to the customer. Used to work for Verizon. Oh,
Okay, yep,
okay. Well,
yep.
welcome in. Okay, got it. Okay, welcome in. And then without ISP, would not be able to access AWS.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Okay.
I don't think AWS is going to dig the ground to bring a cable to your. Yeah.
Okay. Now that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is more expensive? Which one?
I seen.
LIA, which one are you talking about? But welcome in. Okay, so today is A plus. I'm sorry. Wow. Today is AWS Cloud Practitioner. Tomorrow is going to be AZ 900. Monday is going to be A plus. Tuesday is Network plus. Wednesday is Linux plus. Thursday Security plus. Friday is Cloud plus. So if you're planning on taking any of the certifications, do follow Raymond. We go live 9 p.m. Eastern time. This is all his certifications up there. He has over 30 plus certification, including all his AWS. Hence why he has this shiny R&B jacket on, and his CSSP. So again, there's no such thing as a dumb question when you add in, because clearly I'm the one asking the dumb questions for you. But again, do ask your question. All I ask is that you're respectful. Other than that, I will block you. But if you're not following, follow. He's the golden jacket. Okay, those are separate. Okay, those are
separate.
Those are separate
availability
versions.
zone. Is it
I'm lost
in
now.
relation to
Looking, what are we talking about?
the direct connect or the peering? Alright, so I think
That was the last
any-
question for the
yeah.
night, but we're just hanging around to answer the questions. C and D. No, it was C and E.
C and E, yeah, C and E. So the keyword here is for VPC, right? This is for on-premises to AWS.
Okay. So tomorrow, no, it was C and E. Pick two. So tomorrow's going to be AZ 900, right? Every day of the week is a different certification. Bye, chocolate. We're about to end soon. Good night. Every day of the week is a different certification curated for people breaking newly into IT, right? So if you are planning on breaking newly into IT, or if you're already in it and plan on getting a certification, we go live 9 p.m. Eastern time. So again, Mondays 8 plus, Tuesdays Network plus, Wednesdays Linux plus, Thursday Security plus, Friday is Cloud plus. Red wants one more question. Saturday is AWS Cloud Practitioner, and AZ 900 is on Sunday. Then repeat it again. He's about to give one more question if there's more, but I don't know if there's more. And then yeah, so if you're not following, follow. Let us. Oh, which one is more expensive, GCP or AWS?
Oh, I mean, expensive is relative, and actually it depends on the services too.
Oh, so
Yeah, it
HD
depends on the
says
service.
AWS.
Okay.
Okay, which one is GCP again?
Google Cloud.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know,
I haven't
Google's more
worked directly
affordable.
with Google Cloud, but
I trust Google to be affordable.
probably.
Yeah. Is there any one more question? Or no?
I'm trying to see.
All right, as he's trying to find one more question. If you're not following, follow, okay? And the full video is going to be on YouTube, the same name, the one right behind me, okay? So if you're planning on watching it again, and if you're taking it for the explanations too, does he work at? He might as well, but now he doesn't work at AWS. He did at some point. Welcome in. I should give you all his resume, right? Let's start off with Rainbow. He worked at Rainbow. Then he worked at, because he doesn't like to work at Rainbow, which is a clothing store. Then worked at DSW. Then worked in Target. Then he got then he started getting his IT job. So then he started with Cablevision. So Cablevision, which is similar to Comcast, wherever you are. Then he worked in Verizon a little bit. Then what's the other one? Spectrum. Then he worked in Spectrum. Then after that, worked with New York City Transit. So you see the tap and go, that was his project, though. He did tap and go. You look at him, he's blushing. He did his New York City Transit. After New York City Transit, there was a little ones in between that, you don't say much. And then after that, there's a KPMG, there's a, what's the other ones? I'm drawing a blank. IBM, there's an IBM in there as well. He doesn't think of himself as a genius,
No.
He's gonna be like far from it.
Yeah, I am.
But he's always, one thing I can vouch for is that he's always learning. So more than me for sure, because I don't really have the time or patience for this. Get a job, learn it, and keep going. But yeah, but if you're not following, follow. Red, he's really trying to find this one last question as I talk away. This is the last question, Red.
Yeah, last question. Special request.
For Red? Okay. Google has limitations for database, whereas AWS is more flexible.
Oh, really?
He or she says believe. So meaning they're not sure, but they have, Hi, Marie K. Welcome in. If you're not following, follows. This is the last question.
All right, last question.
I wonder if Chocolate left. Chocolate said bye, though.
All right.
A company wants to set up a secure network connection from on-premise to AWS cloud within 1 week. Wow, why the limit?
I mean, some companies have time constraints. Right?
Oh, okay. What solution will meet these requirements? I'm gonna say A because it's You answered the question. Did he? How did he answer it? LIS. So you answered the question.
Oh, really?
Oh, he did. Okay, what he said? Then tell me the answer.
I mean, was it from the previous? I didn't.
You said some company has some time because I definitely was
time constraints.
I was gonna say A from the previous. From the previous one. Okay. I was gonna say A because because it's the only one that says direct, and direct to me means a little time constraint. But clearly, I'm saying the wrong things. Okay.
Because remember, on the previous one we discussed Direct Connect, right? And then we discussed AWS
and Verizon.
And then we brought in Verizon.
Yeah.
And now we are bringing in your on-premises.
Okay.
Right? So there are multiple people involved, right? There are multiple people involved, right? So that is it.
Sounds like an entanglement. Okay, so what's the answer?
So the answer would be C. Right?
Okay.
So now A and C are option to connect to AWS Cloud. Right? They are both options. Right?
Thanks for joining me, Daily.
However, Direct Connect takes longer to set up than VPN.
Okay.
AWS VPN, right?
Okay.
So AWS VPN is just It's just a configuration changes on your end, on their end, and you make those configuration changes, right?
Okay.
And that is it.
Direct Connect. FYI, Daly says he's a DevOps engineer. Welcome.
Okay.
Just enjoying your content. What is next for you?
Yeah, so with Direct Connect, right, there are multiple people involved, right? In order for AWS to have a connection to Verizon, right, they can't just get up one day and then be like, hey, let's connect. No, there have to be an agreement and all that in place, right? So it takes longer than, I don't know the exact time, but let me just look it up. Okay. Let's see how long it takes to set up Direct Connect.
Okay, Brooklyn, the answer was C. The answer was C. DX would be a month or so, depending on whether there's already
Direct Connect. Okay. Oh, okay. Depending on whether there's already last mile infrastructure. Okay. So yeah, if there's a connection with, I guess, the provider, right?
What's the last mile?
I think the last connection from is it from? Yeah, I don't think.
It's SRE after this.
Site reliability engineer. That is a good role, by the way. Yeah, that's a good role.
Okay, Valley.
Yeah.
Good for you.
That's Direct Connect.
Good for you.
Yeah. So he said a month, right? So So
okay.
now they just want it.
Said a month. So it's a month.
They just want it within a week. Yes, go ahead.
So they want it within a week, but the time frame is within a month.
No.
Am I misunderstood?
No. So now the company wants the connection within 1 week. Because they have some sort of a requirement that needs to be completed within a week, right?
Okay.
However, direct connect will take 1 month.
Okay. Oh, okay. Got
To
it.
set up.
So that's why it can be direct connect.
Exactly.
Okay.
Right?
Got it. Okay.
But the most secured way we work will be A, right? Having
Why?
a dedicated direct cable
Connector?
from your I mean, it's on your end. I mean, yeah, from on premises, it goes to Verizon. It goes to a cross connect from Verizon to the AWS rack, and then goes takes the AWS backbone, right? So it doesn't go over the internet.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Subject matter aspect. No, the answer was C.
Yes.
Dali says, but so question before you. So can you do C in the meantime and then move to A? When it's
Exactly.
time?
That is it.
You could do
But
that.
remember,
Okay.
A is very expensive than C. Right?
Okay. A is expensive than C.
Exactly.
Okay. Dali says so. The connection from F2, little yellow hub
Box.
has
Okay.
well, thank you for
Has
explaining
the
to
last
me.
mile.
Has
Okay.
the last mile infrastructure in place, which if not in place has to be trenched and built out.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Welcome, Boulder McDo says abandon AWS and stay on prem. No, apparently everything is moving to cloud. Okay, even I've learned that. Not that it matters to me, but okay. Subject matter expert says is A. Is direct connection just like MBLS? Carol, are you answering subject matter expert or are you saying yes to what Raymond said? Sometimes the chat be rolling, but what is MPLS?
Multi-protocol layer switching. Yeah, but it's direct connect the same. I don't think so. I don't think it's the same.
It's not okay. All right.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Why are you saying it's not the same?
So yeah, I don't think the same. I might have to look into it, but I don't think it's the same exact thing as direct connect.
Okay. No, the reason I'm saying that because you're saying you don't think so, right? So now you don't think so because something is triggering you to say you don't think so. What is that something?
I haven't seen direct connect reference as MPLS.
Okay, so you haven't seen it. Okay, got it. Okay. Brooklyn is saying on premise got no automation, it can't scale. Yes, Kevin, welcome in. The answer was C. MPS isn't secure technically. Could also be the other option. Could also be the other options. Okay. What other option? But apparently the time frame is important too because it was saying that the time frame. Yeah, look at me like I know what I'm talking about. Anyways, the time frame is apparently important because the AWS Direct Connect, according to Dali, says it takes about a month, and Dali has worked with Verizon, and he's a DevOps. Not like I'm bragging for the man, but okay. I'm planning to take an AWS Cloud Associate for one of my uni modules. Oh,
University
awesome!
modules. Okay.
As a non-IT student, is it manageable? I'm a non-IT student. Here I am. But I don't know. Is it manageable? Is it manageable?
What is
the non-IT student? They plan on taking it.
Is it manageable? Yeah, it is, especially with the cloud practitioner. It's not that much of studying. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can study and pass is what you're saying.
Yes, you can study and pass.
All
Yeah.
right.
So
without having without being too technical?
I mean,
because if the person is saying non-IT student, they're saying they're not technical.
I thought someone said university.
Yeah, they said modules. I'm planning on taking AWS Cloud Associates for one of my uni modules.
Yeah.
As a non-IT student, is it manageable?
Oh, okay.
So the question is, why are you taking this in your IT in uni if it's not a IT class?
Yeah, but he says it's a module. So
it's a module. Okay, what does that mean?
Yeah, because sometimes I think there's some electives that I guess you can select.
Oh, okay. Kevin said it is manageable. Oh, you're a bioengineer and have a free module to take. Got it. So it is an elective.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
so left field. I mean, you seem pretty smart. Why not?
But yeah, I wouldn't recommend just go straight into the cloud. I mean, and full disclosure, AWS Cloud Practitioner wouldn't give you a job role in cloud. It wouldn't. It's just fundamental knowledge that you need, right?
So what would you recommend they take then? What other modules do you have options to take, and why did you choose AWS, by the way? And then hold on. Somebody asked a question. Somebody says, do you have any cert on Zero Trust? There's a cert on Zero Trust.
No, I don't
unfortunately.
have,
Are you planning on taking it?
Yeah, specifically Zero Trust, full certification.
No.
But it's in most of the security certification. Just a fraction of it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got it. So then to take a whole certification.
Yeah, I personally don't know any certification that
Just on
concentrates
Zero
on Zero Trust. But
Okay.
if there's one out there, just
So practitioner is
Yeah.
very okay. Kevin says the cloud practitioner is the very basics. Okay, so it
Yeah,
is
it
very
is,
manageable. Dali says DX and
yeah, I
MPS
think
are
she's,
different.
Yeah, he or she's
Answering for the other
Yeah,
one
the-
says
the
one is
MPLS,
direct
yeah.
connection to the cloud provider. The other is what is it?
private is
WN PVT WN.
private wide area network.
Okay, I think that was it Red that asked that
Yeah, I
question?
think the MPLS.
Yeah,
and
MPLS. I think it was
DS.
right. And then back to quantum certifications, and to broaden my knowledge towards IT networking. So why not take Network
Yeah,
Plus?
take Network Plus.
See, the experts
yeah.
are talking.
Yeah, take the Network Plus.
Don't listen to me. I'm just chatting.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't just go into cloud. No, take Network Plus if you have that option. Yeah.
Okay, it's okay. This is like chit chat. That was the last question.
Yes, that was the last
Tomorrow,
question.
9 p.m. Eastern Time, we do AZ 900 for Azure. So if you're into multi-cloud, do stop on by. Same type of concept questions. Sometimes there's show and tell. I don't know if the one day will be show and tell. I get surprised just like everybody else will be on here. So anyway, so if you're not following, follow. The full video will be on YouTube, okay? And then on Monday Mondays come tier A plus, Tuesdays Network plus. Quantum, Tuesdays Network Plus. If you want to see how that questions are set up, do stop on by. So Network Plus, Wednesdays Linux Plus, Thursdays Security Plus, Friday is Cloud Plus, Saturday is AWS Cloud Practitioner. So domain by domain till we finish the domains, okay? All right, AI said I was horribly wrong. Oh, worry. No CISSP, unfortunately. I'm glad you consulted the AI just to double check. Well, what was your whose first cert? Mine or his? What was your first? That's a good question. What was your first cert?
I think it was A plus.
A plus. It was A plus.
Yeah, it was A plus.
Why am I talking for it? He said A
Yeah,
plus.
A plus, and then and it was part of
College?
Yeah, college course. So what I did is the college that I attended, right, Monroe College. It's a good college, by the way.
I went to University of Buffalo, the best. Just saying.
Anyways,
Not UB, not Buff State. No offense to Buff State.
anyways, so they teach all these fundamental courses, right? So we have, and I think a few people, I don't think anybody, some people knew, but I inquired, and then I realized that I'm able to take a certification and then get credit in some of the courses. So I skipped a few of the courses, right? By taking studying on my private time and passing the certification, and then taking credits for the class, right?
So you skipped a few classes because
yes,
you took the
yes,
certification.
that one.
Okay. No. A lot of people go to WGU, but no, this is like with New York.
New York,
So
yeah,
this
so
is
yeah,
New
New
York.
York area. Actually, the Bronx, New Rochelle area. Yeah.
wasn't Russia. Yeah. So
Yeah, and then I think what's the name of this island?
I forgot. And then he went to NYU shortly.
But so I did take the A plus. The A plus was actually two different courses. We have the hardware and then software. So you have to take two different classes to. So if you take the A plus, then you basically getting credit for those two certification. And then now with even Cisco, we had 4 different classes. So I took the CCNA. I took the first first course in Cisco, and I took the CCNA, and then now I got credit for the rest of the Cisco classes.
So Daddy says that he went to WGU for cloud computing checkbox and skipped the majority of classes via certification.
There you go. Good.
That's why
good.
a lot
Nice.
of people stop by and
Nice.
talk about WGU
Yeah.
when you say that. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now. Subject matter expert asks: are there any online universities that would accept certification as credits?
WGU.
Is WGU online?
It is. It is. It is,
Oh.
right? I think
Is
it's
it-
fully
is it-
online. Yeah.
It's fully. Oh, that's nice.
I mean,
they do math. They do.
I think so.
They do PhD.
Yeah. It's. I think it's a good school though.
Really?
Yeah,
Because
I
a
think
lot of
it's a
people
good
stop
school.
by
Yeah.
and talk
Mhm.
about WGU.
It is. It is. Because they are the
Pretty much
courses
depend.
are
Yeah.
the courses are maps to certifications in a way, right?
Oh.
And that's the whole point of certification. It gives you some sort of structure, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think it's a.
so
it's
it
a
is
good-
online. So I had only 7 classes to take the entire bachelor's
Exactly.
degree. No
Right?
way.
And at the same time, you also learn
I'm still
from this
paying student
certification.
loans.
From this certification.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we are here advertising.
WGU.
We
I
should
have to,
tag them. Then.
no, we definitely should tag
Yeah,
them. We're gonna post this
let me
video and
just
then tag
them.
WGU. Then somebody needs to sponsor me, okay? My dream is to become an influencer.
Yeah.
Subject matter expert. I'm gonna tell you to Google the school, okay? So you can see yourself and see. Hi, Edu, where have you been? So because of you, Raymond has been over explaining, and I haven't seen you in the past 3 days. He has been over explaining the topics because you told him to slow it down the other time. Surprising, the only certification I didn't get in my
Is
A plus. Oh.
Yeah, which you don't even need if you have the other certification.
Oh, you want to follow me? I'm not into tech, but don't plug any ideas because next thing you know, he's gonna start letting me take his certifications. And I don't want to. But no, I'm not. I'm not in
Yeah,
tech though.
She's not.
But
I mean, I think she knows. She knows.
I know the
more
basics to
than the
survive.
average
just to survive. That's about it.
average bird.
But other than that, it's like when people ask if I speak other different languages, I'll be like, it depends. I know the basics to survive, but not,
Yeah, but no, she's into real estate. So
Oh
if
yes,
you're
I do real estate.
in New York, New Jersey area.
No, New York, Connecticut.
Yeah, New York, Connecticut area, and you are looking to buy in a house.
Do find me.
By all means.
Do find me. Where the money reside, you find me
Alright.
there. Oh, you've been tight. Oh, okay.
So Eric, are you answering this specific question?
Eric
The
said
answer
talking too
was C actually.
It was C,
It
Eric.
was C because they had a time restriction here, right? Within 1 week, right? The AWS Direct Connect will take at least a month. Damn. Right? So that is it, right?
Oh, no worries. So the full video will be on YouTube though, just in case you get back from work and you want to watch it. I don't know why. You don't want to relax when you come back from work, but if you happen to want to hear my voice, not Raymond's, but if you want to hear our voice, it's on YouTube. Okay. All right. So that was the last question. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern time is going to be AZ 900. Okay.
All right.
You love the shiny jacket? I should shine a light on it and see if it reflects. But anyway, thank you guys for joining.
All right. Good night, everyone.
And I'm gonna go as last. Yes, as Jeff Avocado. Is that you? I haven't seen you in so long. But yes, tomorrow 9 p.m. Eastern time. It is you. I was wondering where you were. I didn't see you like 2 days ago.
All right. Let's add last.
Ay,
Let's-
Dios mío.
All right.
Okay,
Last
so
one.
well,
Last one. And that should be it.
Oh, you did. Congratulations,
Ah.
Andrew. How was it? What's next for you? That's always my question. What's next? After that, let's move on. Right? What's the next one for you? Is this the last question?
Yeah, this will be the last question.
That was like 5 questions
Should
ago,
I
but
take
okay.
another? Okay, so
What should I get next? Security Plus or Network Plus?
So I think you should do Network Plus. Yeah, do Network Plus.
Then Security Plus?
Then Security Plus.
Okay. All right. A company wants to securely access an Amazon S3 bucket from an Amazon EC2 instance without accessing the internet. What should the company use to accomplish this goal? This is definitely the last question.
Yeah, it is. It is.
C. Oh, okay. Is it AI or AI 900? Which one is it?
It's next for me. Okay, no, it's AI.
Azure?
Azure
Oh, Azure.
Fundamental AI.
Oh, okay.
Fundamental.
Oh, AZ 900.
No, AI.
Oh, there's
There's
the
two
AI
different-
900.
Yeah. You have
Oh.
the AZ, which is just the generic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, generic Azure fundamentals, and then they
Uh-huh.
have AI specific. similar to AWS as well.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Awesome. Good night, Red. Good night. See you tomorrow if you have time.
All right. So
Wait, Jeff Avocado didn't answer.
Okay. I was still waiting for you. Jeff Avocado from
Nigeria.
From Nigeria.
He was about to say avocado from Mexico. That's what he was gonna say. Okay. C900 red. Okay, Daly says C. Okay, I don't know. Oh, you're focused on Azure. Okay, Jeff.
I'll see you tomorrow then.
No, but no, tomorrow's gonna be 9 p.m. Eastern time. What's the answer though?
So the answer is C.
C,
right?
okay.
It says a company wants to securely access an Amazon S3 bucket from Amazon EC2 instance without accessing the internet, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now, by default, there are services in AWS, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking that if I have services in AWS, I don't need to go through the internet to access it.
Okay.
Right? It's in AWS network. So why not just connect together? Why do I have to go to the internet before connecting to it?
Okay.
Right? But there are few services out there, but that by default,
Mm-hmm.
in order for you to, although you have connection created in AWS, if you want to access those services,
Mm-hmm.
you have to move from AWS network, go to the internet before you can access the connection back in AWS, right? So yeah, there is S3. That is the default behavior. I believe DynamoDB as well has that default behavior. However, if you don't want that to happen, right? Basically, you don't want your information to go through the internet to come back to AWS, right? So you set up a VPC endpoint, right? So now
Sorry. Where have you been?
Your resources, which is what the EC2 instance, would connect directly to the S3 bucket, right? Using the endpoint, right? So it's a private connection instead of using the default going through the internet before accessing it, right? Yeah, so that's it.
Idris Sahil, actually.
Michael Jackson.
You know Raymond dances too, but that's
Anyways, good
like
night, everyone.
He doesn't like to talk about
See
that.
you
Tomorrow 9 p.m. Eastern time, okay? AZ 900. When we're just ending. Hope to see you tomorrow.
All right, good night, everyone.
Did you do your thing?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
9 p.m.
9 p.m. Eastern time. So we've been on for about an hour 43 minutes. So we'll be on.
Subtract that time.
Bye, Avivo. Avivo doesn't like this one much because he doesn't really comment on AWS much. Okay, bye.
All right, good night, everyone.